Joined by Councilmember Dromm, Koslowitz, Julissa, Ferreras, our Deputy Majority Leader from Comrie, Vallone, Council Member, no longer Assembly Member Weprin, and also by Peralta. And we are all here today for a very important reason: to endorse Peralta in his race for the New York State Senate. And we're here today and doing that with such enthusiasm and commitment, because all of us as local elected officials know the difference having a good state senator can make in our city, in the borough of Queens, and in the lives of the constituents of that district. What every district deserves, but particularly a district as important as the one that Assemblymember Peralta is running for. What they need is somebody who is an honest, hard worker, somebody who respects and believes that every member of their district deserves protection under the law. They need somebody like Peralta, somebody who's been a part of that district for 25 years, somebody who's gone to the public schools, somebody who's fought to make educational programs in their district better, somebody who has fought to bring arts education back to the district, somebody who stood up and been a voice for tenants in their district. They also need somebody who is a supporter of equality for all. Somebody who says that every person in their district deserves the same right to marry and their same right to protections in the state of New York as everybody else. And what they also need is somebody whose word is their word. Somebody who, if he looks you in the eye and he says, "I'm with you on equality," he takes that seriously and then doesn't trade it away in some political moment. They need somebody who puts their interests first, not their own political interests first. We've seen that every day that Peralta has been a member of the New York State Assembly, every day in his work for immigrants, every day in his work for the LGBT community, every day in his work on housing and education. And we will be better served, but most importantly, incredibly lucky to have him as our state senator. So I am so excited to endorse him today, and I look forward to working as hard as I possibly can in the weeks ahead to make sure that I get to be at his inauguration and to make sure he gets to go into the New York State Senate to help get that body on track and to get it focused on what New Yorkers need. So, congratulations, Senator. Let me next call on someone who knows a lot about this district, someone who knows about the needs of this district, because she's a council member who represents a great deal of this Senate district, the chair of our Women's Committee, somebody who's doing a terrific job in the New York City Council, Councilmember Julissa.
Thank you. I stand here today to endorse Assemblymember Peralta, candidacy for the state Senate, not just as an elected official, but as a resident and a citizen of the Senate district. Our community has been in turmoil over the last year, with resignations, realignments, and special elections. The people of Northern Queens deserve the stability and continuity of representation. Peralta has a record of strong, solid service to the community and will ensure that we have responsible, consistent representation in Albany. Offers steady leadership for the 13th District as we move ahead to face many challenges that affect our community. I also stand before you as a woman. As chair of the City Council's Women's Issues Committee, I'm on the front lines every day dealing with the critical issues facing women and making sure that we live in a city that protects their rights and advances their dreams. Peralta is someone who has shown time and time again that he is a leader on the issues that matter most. Whether he is championing equal pay, advocating for women's reproductive rights, or calling for the creation of a domestic violence task force, women in this community and throughout New York State can trust Jose to do what is right. I proudly endorse and will be voting for Peralta for his New York State Senate, the 13th Senatorial District. Our community deserves it. Thank you.
Yay! And a voter too. Better. I can't say that. Next, let me call on the chair of our Immigration Committee, Councilmember Dromm.
Thank you very much, Ms. Quinn. sponsor of Assemblyman Jose Peralta for Senate because I know what type of effect Jose has had on the community. I know firsthand how he fought to get the Doe Fund into our neighborhood. I know that Jose is trustworthy and that when he says something, he sticks by it. He told us long ago, and he already voted 3 times for marriage equality. And that's something that's during the Senate district, Julissa Ferreras. Basically, our 2 council districts make up that Senate district. And we know firsthand that it's time to have a senator who won't bring all the mishigas and all the craziness that the prior occupant of that office has had. And that's what we need, and that's what we deserve, and that's what our population, our community wants in a New York State senator. That's why I'm here today, and I'm very proud and thankful to the Speaker for endorsing, and also to Julissa Ferreras and the other council members for endorsing Assemblyman Jose Peralta. Thank you.
Thank you. As Public Safety Chair, it's important to me that every member of the community is protected, especially our most vulnerable. And Jose Peralta will do that. The courts have spoken on this. The state senate has spoken on this. Now it's time for the people of this community to pull the lever for Jose Peralta. I support him. I haven't changed my mind since the last time I supported him. And he will be a huge asset to us in our fight to keep all the people of New York City safe. And I urge everyone to vote.
Thank you, Speaker Quinn. It's a pleasure for me to be here. The unique perspective I bring is I got to work with Jose Peralta in his entire assembly career, and I got to see the passion and the commitment that he brings to issues that affect his community. He's a hard worker, he's a great human being, and he's someone who is going to be a great fighter for this community. So I'm delighted to be here with mi amigo, mi hermano, Jose Peralta. Thank you.
And next, let me call on the man of the hour, our next great New York State Senator, Jose Peralta.
Thank you, Speaker Quinn. It's truly an honor to receive the endorsement of Speaker Quinn, someone who has been a true advocate for all New Yorkers, someone who goes up to Albany year in, year out to make sure that all the needs that New York City needs are met. Speaker Quinn is someone who has been fighting the good fight for many, many years. And I know that she has been fighting to make sure that New York City gets its fair share. I've worked with Speaker Quinn over the years, and I know her quality of work. I'm also honored to be endorsed by many of the city council members that are here today. My good brother, Weprin, who shared some time with me up in Albany, Councilman Leroy, Comrie, who's here with us, Councilman Vallone, Councilman Pedro, vote for Pedro, Councilman Jim Gennaro, Councilwoman Karen Koslowitz, Councilman Dromm, and of course, my sister, Councilwoman Julissa Ferreras. I look forward to working with all of them to make sure that we bring and we fight for all the resources that New York City needs, from quality of life issues to education to affordable housing to affordable health care. These are the issues that we need to fight for in New York City. Now, I have voted 3 times for equality, 3 times, and I can't wait to reach the Senate so I can vote for the 4th time for equality. I am looking forward to working with all the city council members and Speaker Quinn and making sure that we bring the resources not only to New York City but also to the 13th Senatorial District. And that's why I am honored. I am honored to see that Dromm and Julissa Ferreras are here today, because for the last year, the 13th Senatorial District has been underrepresented, underserved, and unstable. I will make sure that I'll bring stability back to the 13th Senatorial District. I will make sure that I'll bring true representation back to the 13th Senatorial District, and I will make sure that the resources that the 13th Senatorial District needs will be brought to our community, because enough is enough, and now is the time. And that's why I'm running for the New York State Senate, and I'm going to make sure that in less than 35 days, we're going to get a brand new senator, and that is Senator Peralta. So thank you.